Your Arizona Wildcats are on the air. Joining us from the Timothy Gasson broadcast booth, here is your Wildcat media team.
I'm here with head coach Chad Berman. It's a special night tonight here on Saturday. We're retiring a jersey, Jeremy Goltz. Can you talk a little bit about what he has meant to this program and, his time here at the U of A and what that meant, for you coming in here as, taking on that legacy of a great player like him?
I mean, he's meant everything, this program. Obviously, you don't put a guy's number in the rafters unless you feel that way. His impact it's so dynamic. I think there's a lot of good reasons to retire a guy's jersey, and they better be great reasons. And I think it's the whole body of work. So when you talk about Jeremy, you're talking about a guy who was one of the top scoring defensemen in the history of our program. Then he went on 6 years of coaching under Coach Leo here, helping the program go in that way. And then even as he moves on, he is the founder of Mission Hockey, and literally instead of talking about growing the game, he actually gets out there, starts a youth program now, which has spread hundreds and thousands of kids to other junior teams, other colleges. That's how you really grow the game. And when you look at the body of work for Jeremy Goltz and all he's done for the state of Arizona and the University of Arizona, this is a no-brainer. We're very proud and honored to have Jeremy Goltz up in our rafters. Excited to see him and his family have a special night. And certainly, hopefully, we take care of business on a night like that.
And, Jeremy was playing during a time and, kind of this golden age of U of A hockey, sell out to the TCC. There were some times where, the program maybe was trying to recapture that, and recently it's really felt like that in the last couple of years, especially, recent seasons. How do you feel like your impact and the impact of these players who have given so much to this program has helped carry on his legacy?
Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately what we're doing here is there's a lot of reasons we want to win at the highest level, win a national championship. I mean, you see our season ticket holders, and you want to give that energy back to me. The only way I know how to do that is to bring home a national championship. We've done a lot of good things, and I want to do something
Tucson Arena. My name is Sebastian. Well, welcome into the Tucson Arena. My name is Sebastian Janik, joined by Matt Tiart here in the booth. This evening, we have a great matchup here. Saturday night game. Friday night, we saw a lot of fireworks between, of course, ASU and U of A, one of the best rivalries, if not the best rivalry in the ACHA. What did you see coming out of last night's game?
Okay, so yes, I would agree with you. It is the best rivalry in the ACHA. Physicality, number one. It was electric in this building. 2,500 people here. We expect more tonight. As ASU comes out, you can hear the boos, but physicality, a lot of penalty minutes. I think over 70 last night, and also a hat trick from Jesse Lowell. I mean, that's what rivalries are about.
Jesse Lowell just bringing the one-man show last night. Hat trick, a lot of hits. Just a great game by the player.
Yeah.
And, we also saw a wonderful performance from Churro and Net. Really kept the team in the game during those penalty kills. But tonight it's going to be Biv getting the start as the 1B.
Yeah.
What did you see from Churro, and what does Biv have to set up to tonight?
Well, post-game, Coach said Churro, plain and simple, is one of the best goalies in the country. We all agree here. We're a little bit biased. But Biv, he's not a backup. He's a 1B, as you said. He's got big shoes to fill as of last night's performance, but we all know he's going to step up to the occasion.
Yeah, and there's going to be a little bit of a lineup change. Well, we saw Coach Berman tinker with the lines.
Yep.
Orfanos is going to be going up onto that top line, playing with Selman and Lowell. And we were talking to Brody Selman before the game, and he said there's 3 distinct crowd sounds that he notices from the bench. There's a hit, there's a goal, and there's the chaos.
Yeah.
And I really think that's a great way to summarize this series. You get a lot of goals, a lot of hits, and a lot of chaos.
Yeah, 2-1 lead in the series in the Cactus Cup, looking to go up 3-1 leading into the Christmas break. We obviously are traveling up to Prescott next weekend as well to play GCU. Big rivalry game. Let's focus on tonight, and then we'll focus on GCU
and
after.
A tremendous evening for Jeremy Goltz, an absolute legend of this program, having his jersey retired during the first intermission. So stick around for that. Sebastian Janik with Matt Tiart. We'll be back with you for the call of the first period in a couple minutes.
pass for your Wildcats, number 35, Nolan Bivelsick. The head coach of your Cats is Chad Berman. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for tonight's national anthem.
Stand by, camera 2.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light
Sorry, it's recording.
what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming,
Ready?
whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
1, 2.
And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
Go
there.
back to the flag, too.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
Go ahead and start zooming out one.
and the home of the brave?
And welcome into the Tucson Arena. Sebastian Janik joined by Matt Tiart here in the booth. And we have a wonderful tilt here this evening. An absolutely wild game yesterday, 70 penalty minutes. A couple guys getting thrown out, couple guys getting into it, throwing each other down onto the ice. And we certainly should be in for a treat this evening. Matt, one player that you got to look for tonight. Who are you calling out on the U of A bench as a guy to watch out for anyone on the live stream?
I'm going to call him out. We chirped him in practice. You chirped him last week. Duke Litwin. He's due. He's due for a goal. He was due a couple weeks ago. He still hasn't gotten in. Snake bit of late. You said last week against Oregon he needs to go to the concession stands to buy a goal. I think goals are free tonight for him. Let's see him get one.
Yeah, he deserves one. He has been a force down the wing, using his speed, that forehand, backhand move to the net. He's getting real close, but we're going to get the face-off here with the starting line of Brody Selman at center, Jesse Lowell on the wing, joined by George Orfanos, and let's get it started here at the Tucson Arena on a Saturday night. Jesse Lowell, the standout player, hat trick, power play goal, shorthanded goal, 5-on-5 goal, did it all. And he's going to get down to the boards, and Orfanos gets that one out in front. Matthew Hull picks it up at the point, gets it over to Jones with a quick shot. Lowell looking for a tip there on the front.
Pressure early from the Wildcats. I mean, dominating already. Possession.
And in your own building against this team, with this rivalry, with everything that happened last night, nobody forgets. No one has that short of a memory.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And last night was a battle.
And we saw a bunch of physicality. I mean, like I said, we said pregame, over 70 penalty minutes. I expect maybe that much, even more tonight.
Well, we'll see if, I really want to see the Wildcats stay out of the box, though.
Yeah.
We did see them, some good physicality, but you want to see them not be on the penalty kill too much. They had a great penalty kill yesterday.
Yeah.
I believe they went 4 for 4, 100% on the penalty kill. They had a great penalty kill, but this ASU team does have some offensive weapons where if you give them too many chances, they are going to capitalize.
Yeah.
And we did see Churro with a fantastic performance last night. I mean, he made it look easy, but some of those scrambles in front of the net, those second, third chance rebounds, he was on top of his game all night. And tonight, Biv getting the start, but we know this team playing in front of Biv has just as much confidence in him.
Yeah, Bvolsic, like we said pregame, he's not a backup by any means. He's just as good. And we're going to see it tonight. We're going to see him put on a good performance. Churro, best penalty killer last night. I mean, he had to be. There was
a quick shot there off the face-off. Johansson winning that cleanly to Meyer.
There was plenty of shots that Churro had to scramble for.
Definitely. Meyer with a good low shot there. And we'll see if the U of A can keep the pressure on. We didn't see a lot of the cycle game yesterday. It was a lot of chances off the rush and a big hit there, but the first hit of the game is going to draw a penalty. Looks like that's going to be going to Johansson for the U of A. That's why you don't talk about things, because you jinx people instantaneously.
Yeah, announcers jinx. You just said we got to stay out of the box, and there's the first penalty of the game.
I'm just trying to give some analysis here, but Johansson, you know, he's a player. He's a fifth-year senior. He's a veteran of this team. He knows what these matchups mean, but he's going to be going to the box for, it was a boarding call, I believe.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers are visible. You got to stay out of that hit. I mean, as much as you wanted in this rivalry game, you got to play smart. And you mentioned this ASU team is pretty aggressive on the power play. We got to stay out of the box.
Yeah, so we're going to have McGrath here in to take the face-off for ASU in the U of A zone. McGrath with Edgar on his wing, and the ASU wins the face-off.
Johansson, 2 minutes for boarding. Time of that penalty, 1 minute, 27 seconds in the first period.
That was a little shot there from Studioso, who definitely has a bigger clap shot than that, but I think he's just looking for a rebound. U of A and ASU is going to clear the puck for him on this one. The captain of ASU, Kowalchuk, not able to keep that in on the right point. And we'll see how the penalty kill for the U of A adapts. You know, we talked to Coach Berman before the game about what the ASU penalty kill didn't do right. We talked about what the U of A penalty kill did do. And it's going to be about taking time and space away. And Dawson Marshall quickly up on Kowalchuk. Now Lackey, back to Kowalchuk.
Yeah, and Berman said pregame he feels like his penalty kill, while the numbers may not show how efficient they are, it's a tough system to beat. And ASU really spreads the puck around to the point, to the outside. They got to get traffic if they're going to beat Bvolsic clean.
And if they're going to keep it to the outside, the U of A is going to take that. And, you know, you just got to hope your goalie can make the saves where he sees the puck. But ASU, Matthew Hull for U of A, good puck battle there. This will come out to the point. ASU looking to set something up. Goes back down low, back up to the point. Little pass over, looking for a lane. Good save by Biv there on Connor Kruk. Biv with a good flash of the left leg pads there. And ASU, they've got a little bit of time here to hang out and set up, but they missed that. Jones able to get a stick on it. And now Lowell clear that right out. Lackey quick to it. Selman will pressure him. Now Porter for ASU looking for Lackey. Lackey down the boards. Tries to throw one out in front. Almost hits a body and takes a bad bounce, but the U of A is going to be able to break this one out. Dawson Marshall with a good burst of speed. Marshall down the far boards. Backhand shot. Good chance there. And now we're going to get Meyer with a follow-up. Looks to center it. Just can't not connect with Marshall.
Marshall, the one-man show coming down the right wing side. If that pass connects, he's got a wide-open shot in between the hash marks.
And after Lowell's shorthanded goal yesterday, we know that this ASU penalty, this power play can get a little bit aggressive and open up some offensive chances.
Yeah, the defenseman can come down, they can pinch a little, and that can create some opportunities for shorthanded
And
goals.
they're going to go for an icing here on the power play. So this will come back into the ASU zone. 16-12 left in the first period. Unfortunately, do not have a current
I mean, that's huge because the power play is now over. It's 5-on-5, and Arizona has a chance to get fresh guys out there. And
yeah, I was looking to the board for how much longer was on the penalty, but that penalty ran out real quick with 16-12 left. It's amazing sometimes how quickly time flies up here in the booth because I was looking for the time left, but we're going to get a face-off here in the ASU zone. Brody Selman in on the face-off. Selman wins it cleanly, back to Shively. Shively around the boards. Lowell tries to go out in front, can't quite get there, but that one gets there. Now Fisher. Selman cycling. Orfanos up at the point. Nice little shot for a rebound. Selman almost able to pounce on that. Another chance for Lowell. He throws one on.
And they are testing Garber early here. Selman back to the point. Shively over to Fisher. Fisher looking for that little shot just outside of the net. But the U of A with great puck possession here.
Yeah, Arizona's doing a really good job of getting traffic in front of Arizona State's goalie right now.
Yeah, that's another shot, trying to look for a rebound, but good defensive play there from ASU's Elliott Plord. Able to block that one off and get it back down the ice. But this has been all U of A so far with 15-18 left in the first period. Now, Shively down the wing to Cusinelli. Cusinelli with Meyer on his side. Meyer tries to go back to Cusinelli, just can't get there. Johansson tries to get a stick on that puck, just can't quite get there first. Oh, a good strip there from Timor on Palmer, and Cusinelli is going to throw this one in. And Garber is going to hold on to that one for a face-off. What a great play there by Timor on Palmer.
Yeah, he had a magnet on his stick right there to the puck because that was an unbelievable poke check in the center zone.
You know, Timor gets a lot of praise for his physical play and his ability to lay the body, but boy, his hockey IQ and his stick positioning is second to none on this U of A defense.
His defensive awareness is up there.
And Cusinelli there trying to get a shot off the face-off. Can't go out there. Johansson will give Kowalchuk a ride. And Kowalchuk, nobody on the U of A is going to be a fan of him. Oh, and a big hit there to Chent out in front. Johansson can't bury it. It's still loose in the paint. How did that not go through? Garber without his stick now. Timor tries a shot. Wow, what a scramble out in front, and somehow that puck stays out of the ASU net.
Yeah, and you got a mini power play right now. The goalie doesn't have his stick.
Yeah, it feels like this whole period felt like a power play almost so far, but Timor is going to try to outlet this to the point. He'll skirt out. Meyer back to retrieve. Timor, little touch pass. Now down the wing with a lot of speed. U of A back to Timor. Timor shot right into the chest of Garber, but he'll hold that one. And Litwin there getting in on the rush real quickly. He seems to pop out of nowhere all the time.
His speed is his best skill. He's just so quick to get to the puck. He's hard on it. And, you know, he wins those board battles because of his speed.
He's a tenacious guy, too. He's maybe not be the biggest of stature on this team, but he has a lot of tenacity in his game.
Yeah.
A lot of hustle. He's always quick to pucks. So we've got Litwin here with the face-off in the ASU zone. ASU able to control for now. Looking for an outlet. Gets it up the middle, but that hops off the stick of the ASU player and back down the ice. Now ASU trying to set something up. Oh, Marcus Tillman gets it stripped from him. U of A with a chance. Looking for a shot lane, just cannot quite find it. Litwin.
That was Litwin again creating that opportunity.
Yeah. And Marcus Tillman, number 10 for ASU, with a costly giveaway there, but the U of A just can't quite convert. Josephson for the U of A dumps it in. Lusby goes in after it. Now ASU with it. And we got the U of A chants here from the Arizona faithful. Well, our Arizona faithful. We're gonna refer to them that way. But Marquis can't quite get it up, but back to Matthew Hull. Now Dawson Marshall dumps it in deep. Kruk back for it. Tries to get it up the boards, but a lot of pressure here from the U of A. Now Hoffenkamp gets it around. Lackey, number 9, tries to get it past. Cannot get it past Shively up on the boards.
This forecheck for Arizona is just ruthless right now.
Yeah, Studioso can do no time and space to do anything with that, and Fisher is going to go on a tour of the attacking zone. Fisher now on the far boards. Nice little stick handle. Back down to Marshall. Selman goes up the boards to Shively. Shively over to Fisher. Fisher shot. Big block there. And Hoffenkamp laying out the body.
Yeah, he needs a change.
And U of A's forecheck right now, giving ASU no time to breathe on the second night of a back-to-back.
Yeah, these sticks are just stifling right now, especially, you know, in the neutral zone.
And Brody Selman with a great individual effort. Lowell tries to center it. Oh, and that one just skirts wide. Orfanos almost had one there. Another great chance. Another shot on net. And the U of A are just peppering, but right now, quick break for Studioso. Studioso catches an edge, though, and goes down. U of A able to break it back out. Jesse Lowell tries to get it up for Selman. Selman in, Lowell now with it. Selman out in front. that bouncing puck.
Yeah,
he just
he
couldn't
could not
settle
corral
it.
that puck. He had a great chance.
Brody Selman in the middle of it as always. Orfanos now on the forecheck. Studioso will take a bump to get it out. Now Porter over the blue line, 2-on-1. Porter shot on Biv. Ooh.
That's a tough save to make. Coming down the left-hand side, he goes short side. You have to cover it up with your stick in between your arm and your body.
Yeah,
That was-
catching it in the armpit there.
Yeah,
that was
making
a
it look easy too.
yeah, Biv, big Biv standing tall in the
That's
net,
right.
giving him nothing to shoot at. But a good burst of speed there from Porter. Face off in the U of A zone. ASU wins it. Shot by Connor Tillman. And that one will be gloved by Biv as well. So after pretty much, we got 11:27 left here in the first. Almost about 8 minutes of domination in the ASU zone for U of A. Not able to turn it into a goal yet, but definitely liking what we're seeing with the puck possession in the cycle game. But ASU here with a chance. That one goes wide.
Yeah, besides a couple rushes, ASU 5-on-5. I mean, they had some possession, some chances on the power play. Arizona has really controlled possession and controlled this game so far.
They have. And Palmer for ASU just kind of throws that into Matthew Hull. Kowalchuk in a race for an icing doesn't beat it out. Meyer will make him pay. Johansson makes his man pay too. Those hits along the boards, they seem to be, both these teams are a big fan of when you've got a guy lined up with that glass behind them. They're going to try to do everything they can to put him through it.
It's that rivalry. It's Arizona ASU. We mentioned it before. We'll mention it again. You got to think it's the biggest rivalry in the ACHA.
Yeah, this rivalry goes far beyond the sheet of ice. They respect each other as athletes off of it, but when they step onto this ice, these two teams, I think they genuinely do dislike each other.
Yeah.
This is not a standings rivalry. This is a pride rivalry for these two
And
teams.
Berman has mentioned that before. Standings don't matter when we play ASU.
All that matters is you beat them.
That's right.
So now, a little bit of speed here for Connor Tillman coming in. Josephson puts his man into the boards. Now Lusby, a lot of size, a lot of speed. Tries to go off the wing to Josephson. That one's going to be offsides. Ooh. I'm sure Litwin saw all that ice in front of him. Unfortunately, Josephson just a little bit offsides there, and this will come back right outside the U of A zone. Well, actually, this is going to come into the U of A zone. I think they're going to rule it an intentional
offsides, yeah, that's what it looks like.
So in the U of A zone at the far dots, it'll be Litwin in to take the face-off against number 2, Connor Tillman for ASU. Tillman out there with Larson, looks like on his wing. Larson and Cibrario, he's drawn in. He didn't play last night, so that's a new fresh set of legs for ASU. U of A trying to get it out, and they do. Now big turnover there. Lusby just can't keep it on his stick. Big burst of speed here from ASU down the far wing. But great play there from Shively. Looks to let it out to Lusby. Lusby to Litwin. Litwin shot blocked out there by Connor Kruk for ASU. And they'll look to regroup in their own zone and break it out. But the forecheck is not letting them do so.
Yeah, it's ruthless.
Now Kruk behind the net for ASU. Marquis staring him down.
This is like a full court press in basketball. They have 4 players above the blue line.
Yeah, it feels like ASU isn't sure what to do on the breakout. They don't want to cause a turnover, but they don't really want to pass it up either. But great move there. Big burst of speed from Hoffenkamp, trying to set something up. Back to the point. That one hops off the stick. Marquis on him quickly. Now Marshall down the far boards. Marshall looking middle for Marquis. Oh, gets it over to Marquis, and just unable to connect because of the defensive stick of Hoffenkamp. Good job there. Now ASU with a chance to dump it in.
That was a tough play by Hoffenkamp that he pulled off, getting that stick on that puck, cross-ice pass. I mean, that connects. It's 1-0 Wildcats.
Yeah, great defensive play there by Hoffenkamp on Marquis, but ASU still with it. Little kind of shot pass down, not able to get it to anybody. Now Fritz tries to pressure his man. ASU with a little bit of time. Ooh, Biv. A little bit of a stick adventure there, but works out for him. We're going to get a hand pass ruled here.
Yeah, I think Biv was trying to corral it with his stick, cover it up with his glove, and the pressure of ASU caused him. I mean, I think he just at that point wanted to just get it out of the crease.
Yeah, he's going to have a little chat with Fritz and say, hey, bud, let's make sure we keep our assignments, make sure we keep everything going. you know, filling in the shoes of Churro is no easy task, but Biv and Churro came in the same year, and they've both been tremendous. But ASU with a chance here. Good blocker save by Biv. Gets that one out of danger. ASU, though, with a press here. Studioso takes a shot. Another blocker save. Puck out in front. U of A trying to clear out ASU, and they do. Good physical job there to make sure they push the man out of the paint.
That puck does not get out of the zone without the physicality of Timor right there.
Yeah, you really got to fight for those hard areas, and Timor is willing to do it just as much as. And Dawson Marshall with a great takeaway there. One-man forecheck. He'll outlet to Hedgecoke. Hedgecoke to Timor. Hedgecoke looks for a tip-in. That one will get in there clean. Garber plays it. Now Lowell throws the body into Kowalchuk. Hedgecoke looking for a little forward momentum. Can't quite get there. Biv knows where it's going. Biv out. Gets it up. Good stick play there by Jesse Lowell.
Yeah, we're going to have a 3-on-3 right here.
Now Selman with some room. Selman looking for a lane. Good hard shot on Garber.
Both goalies doing a really good job of rebound control. You can tell Biv using his pads to get it out to the side, get it down below the hash marks. And Garber just doing a really good job of that glove.
Yeah, you know, I really like seeing that from Biv with the blocker save. You don't just quite knock it down in front of you. You kind of punch it out to the corner. Make sure you get it out of the danger areas. And we'll get a face-off here. Now U of A. Matthew Hull tries to play it off the boards with a pass. Can't connect, but does a good job staying with the puck. Now, ASU with a little bit of room here. But they're going to turn it right back over. Brody Selman tries to get it up to Orfanos. Orfanos will sweep that into the middle. That's picked up by Houseworth for ASU. Dumped out to center ice. A little bit of neutral game chess going on here at the moment. But ASU will get Porter here coming down, trying to center, nowhere to go. U of A passes it right to an ASU player. A little shot there from Kruk. Not able to get it on goal, though. Jesse Lowell in a battle.
Jesse Lowell was looking for that breakaway. He was sort of skating slowly out of the defensive zone, maybe looking for an outlet pass. But
well, after a night with a hat trick, you got to be feeling pretty darn good about yourself.
Yeah, you got to feel really confident with the puck.
But Anthony Cusinelli here, the captain for U of A. Good little pass over to Fisher. Fisher looking down, shot. No, there was room on that far side goal. Fisher just could not quite connect.
I think Fisher, it looked like he was going short glove side, maybe looking for a tip.
Just unable
from Johansson.
Just couldn't get that one quite there, but. And we're going to get icing here on the U of A. This will come back into the U of A zone. 6:15 left in the first period. Your score all tied up at 0-0 so far. You know, I'd say for the first about 10 minutes, U of A was really driving the offensive play. But ASU has had some good pushback here.
Yeah. And reminder, fans, stick around during intermission. We're going to retire Jeremy Goltz. Yeah. Jersey, one of the all-time great players here at the U of A.
Anyone who was around this program for long enough knows the name Jeremy Goltz, and he's going to get the honor of having his number retired in the rafters this evening during the first intermission.
And we're going to have Tom down there on the ice and whole formal ceremony here during the first intermission.
Yeah, not many guys get the honor of getting their jersey number retired, but Jeremy Goltz more than deserving of it. And what a weekend for him to get his number retired with the big announcement of the U of A moving into their new facility in 2024, really solidifying the future of this program. But right now, Hoffenkamp for ASU with a big burst of speed, trying to get past Shively. Shively finishes off his man. Hoffenkamp still has it. Shively in a battle with Hoffenkamp on the boards. Litwin comes in support. ASU's going to get this out in front, though. Quick shot. Not able to get a whole lot on it there. God, those tuck jerseys do not make
it looked like Sabrario, and he didn't get all of that. I think if he does, it might be an ASU lead.
That was
a clean shot right there.
That was a dangerous opportunity out there in front for Sabrario. I will say, for any other college hockey broadcasters out there, if you've got numbers on the names of the back of your jerseys, be grateful. A little bit of...
We envy you.
Yeah, we envy you very much. But now ASU looking for a little bit of offensive sustained pressure, but Hedgecock will just circle back, feed it to Timor. Timor looking up the wing to Marquis. Now, Marquis down the right wing. Shot on Garber, stick to the side. Marshall tries to tuck one in. Oh, I think there's a scramble out in front. I don't think anyone knows where it is. We've got some people celebrating, some people pointing, some people punching.
Yeah, the refs are hesitant to blow that whistle as well. I don't think they saw it.
Yeah,
I wonder what they're going to call here.
We didn't see the goal light go, and we've got the goalkeeper right behind the net with a good look at it. We didn't see anything go, but it looked like Marshall kind of caught Garber unaware, almost tucked it short side. Everyone seemed a little bit confused about what was going on there at first, but looks like we're going to play on here with 4:20 left in the first period. Still a 0-0 game.
Kind of a similar situation to last night. I believe it was Marshall coming down the right wing side and just blast a shot, and we all thought it hit the back of the net and bounced out.
It did tingle the twine a little bit, but that's the thing with those side of the net, back of the net goals. Sometimes they're a little bit deceptive from up here, but now.
And we're a little bit biased as well.
Yeah, we're hometown guys. I am. You're a recent hometown guy, but still a hometown guy. Unapologetically local.
Yeah.
This is the UA broadcast after all. If you want to listen to people singing the praises of ASU, go head over to their broadcast. But this has been a good, tight, even period so far. I think the U of A's had the offensive edge, but ASU is not going away quietly. And that chance from Sabrario really, could have tested Biv a lot more if he had gotten a lot more wood on it.
Yeah, and it's kind of been a tale of like 8 minutes, right? Arizona, even with that penalty early on, kind of held possession. ASU the past 5-6 minutes has had pressure, has had possession in their zone. Like you said, it's kind of been an even. Ooh, I thought that one
dangerous
was gonna
shot there from Hedgecock. I don't think Garber ever saw that one until it hit the boards, but ASU back over the line with a big burst of speed. Lackey in the middle. Shot, Biv with the glove save. And he'll settle that one down for a face-off in the U of A zone. But we are lucky here to have a 1-2 like Biv and Churro, and then, Rhett Kimmel's got to get mentioned as a guy, an up-and-coming goalie in this, pool of U of A players, and someone they're going to be looking to in the future to continue this tradition of great goalies here at the U of A. But a little bit of a sloppy face-off there. No one can come away with it, but Hedgecock now tries the outlet. Oh, Jesse Lowell plays the, that was a borderline one there. Jesse Lowell's trying to take that man out of the play, make sure he doesn't get the puck, but I think he's just a little bit early on the hit there.
Yeah, and this is interesting. It seems like the refs are setting the tone that last night, we're not going to have a repeat of last night's game.
Yeah, because Jesse Lowell being called for interference when that puck was clearly coming around to the ASU player. I believe that was number 7, Houseworth. And Lowell just tries to play the body, take his man out of the play, but the refs are going to call that. So let's keep in mind, if that's the standard for tonight, we want to see the refs continue that. Now face off in the UA zone. ASU wins it. Back to the point.
See Lowell, 2 minutes for interference. Time of that penalty, 16 minutes, 30 seconds in the first period.
Great shot block there by Matthew Hull, a leader. And
he's slow to get up. It looks like he's wincing.
Yeah, I think that caught him right in the stomach area. That's not a fun place to take a puck.
Let's see if we can clear it out for him. He can go to the bench and get a change.
Now.
There it is.
And good job there from the U of A. Yeah, Hull sticks on the knees.
Yeah, and Arizona went wholesale. Everything must go on that change right there.
And Elliot Plord, number 11, was quick up there. Now Connor Tillman with it. Tillman looking for a little bit of room. Tillman over to the far point. Try to get it down low to Porter. Nothing going. U of A tries to ring it around. Almost gets there. Plord able to hold it for a second, but Brody Selman makes sure that he regrets that decision.
Yeah, Brody Selman with the poke check and hit combo. A little 1-2, clears the puck out, makes sure he keeps that physicality a factor.
Watching him from up here, he's been such a massive presence on the ice. Talk him into the locker room, you kind of realize he's not the biggest guy in the whole world.
Yeah.
But he plays a big game. Tenacious player, Brody Selman. Now ASU over the line, trying to set something up. U of A having none of it. Big battle there on the board with Fisher. U of A trying to keep it out, and they do. Max Meyer battling with Kowalchuk. Now 25 seconds left in the power play, 1:54 left in the first period. ASU over the blue line, looks for some open space. Back to the point. Now back to the point again. Kowalchuk with a shot. Good block there by Dawson Marshall with the stick. Does not let Kowalchuk get anything near Biv. And we're going to get a face-off here in the U of A zone with 11 seconds left on that penalty to Jesse Lowell. And we have no problem with a little bit of that, you know, dangerous physicality being taken out of the game by the refs, but we also want to see an entertaining game. So they're going to try to balance it as much as the players are. We'll see how this plays out, because yesterday's game, we really thought that there were going to be times where the refs were going to call it a lot tighter, and then things devolved into madness. So you just quite never know.
Yeah, and physicality is a big part of Arizona's game. So, you know, you got to go in the locker room. We'll see maybe Berman adjust. I doubt that they will reduce the physicality, but maybe.
Oh, chance out. Oh, Biv with a big slide across the crease. No room for Hoffenkamp as the penalty expires. Back to 5-on-5 with 1:24 left in the first period. Good penalty kill there. I think we saw the most dangerous chance right there at the very, very tail end of it. But Biv with a powerful move to get across the crease and block that off.
Yeah, you can tell Hoffenkamp was frustrated with the shot he got off, because that was an excellent save.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like that. You know, for us who don't play hockey, if you're ever on a golf tee box and you think you can strike the best tee shot possible and then you flub it, we know that frustration a little bit. But Hoffenkamp's going to want that chance back. They've had a couple chances for those slap shots in the soft areas, but just not able to get a really good shot on Biv. But I like to see that movement from Biv. Confident, cool, calm, and collected. 1 minute remaining in the period. Cusinelli tries to go up the boards, only finds an ASU player. But this will come out now. Jesse Lowell with it. Little self-pass down the boards. Lowell with a nifty move into the center. Shot. Oh, what a save there by Garber. And who was that? That was Lowell finishing his man. What do you know? Jesse Lowell in the thick of it as always.
I think he had that hit set in his mind while he was still in the box.
Yeah, Jesse Lowell doesn't seem to be a fan of being on the mic and on camera. Not during a game, but he loves being the center of attention during a game. And Johansson tries to get this out, held in the line by Kowalchuk. 18 seconds left in the first. ASU just dumps it in. Biv now back with it. Timor can't quite knock it down, but Lusby is able to get there. 8 seconds left in the period. Oh, big hit there from Johansson, and they're going to go at each other a little bit now, and that's going to do it for the end of the first. Stick around, folks, for the first intermission. We're going to have a very important moment in U of A hockey history as Jeremy Goltz has his number retired. We will have it live on the stream for you. Matt, what's kind of your summation of that period?
Yeah, I thought it was, like I mentioned before, it was kind of a tale. You know, Arizona came out thick and heavy and brought the pressure first 5-6 minutes. Then we saw a little back and forth. ASU with a lot of pressure on that power play to end the period. We'll see how coach adjusts, but we got Jeremy Goltz number retirement to deal with right now. He's, like you said, if you were around in this area during that time, you know Jeremy Goltz. He's done massive things for this program. Berman, he can't say enough nice words about Goltz. So.
And at the reception today for the announcement of the new arena, Jeremy Goltz was able to get a chance to stand up and speak and talk about, you know, just how proud he is of how far this program has come. I don't think anybody back when he was playing would have quite imagined of having our own arena dedicated just to us that's going to be here in 2024. And interestingly, Coach Berman here keeping his team around after the first period. Knowing Berman, I don't think these are the kindest words in the world. I've got a feeling that he's telling his guys, come on, you're playing for Jeremy tonight. You're playing for this whole community. You got to get something going here.
It is alumni weekend, so it's more than just Jeremy. And also, something that stuck in my mind during the reception today was, Coach says anytime he makes a mistake, he thinks to himself, well, you know, that's not going to be remembered in 50 years, whatever. Jeremy Goltz number, it's going to be in the rafters 50 years from now in the new facility when Arizona has 7-8 national championships to their name. that number's always going to be up there.
Yeah, he's a legend in this program and deservingly so. So we're gonna bring in the PA as soon as our own Tom Callahan begins speaking about Jeremy Goltz. And this is a big moment in U of A hockey history. And that's why the whole team's sticking around to honor a guy like Jeremy Goltz, who is much deserving of this honor. So we will cut away from the broadcast booth, and as soon as Tom Callahan gets the speech going, we will cut to him, but do not go anywhere, folks, because anyone who's a fan of this UA hockey program, this is a big moment tonight.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we honor the career of a lifetime Arizona Wildcat, Jeremy Goltz. Jeremy played here in Arizona from 1990 to 1994, scoring 36 goals, the most ever by a Wildcats defenseman. Goltz also scored 98 points, third all-time among Wildcats defensemen. After his playing career, he became an assistant coach under Leo Golubieski, leading to a coaching career of his own, highlighted by being named 2010 ACHA Coach of the Year. Jeremy's commitment to hockey did not end there. He went on to found Mission Hockey, growing the game in Arizona. Mission Hockey sends many players into college hockey across the country. Please welcome to the ice, number 21, Jeremy Goltz.
You go in tighter one. Go in tight as you can.
Okay, we good here? All right. So first, before who can do this? I mean, look at the gravity of this event. I walked in here as an 18-year-old kid. I'm now a 49-year-old man. To think this is happening, it's surreal. Obviously, I have a list of thank yous, but before I start, what you guys have to understand is, and Kelly Walker put it great today, we were here and then kind of the tradition got lost a little bit. And if it wasn't with the work of Coach Berman, the history might have been lost from this program, and he's brought us back. So we got to give that guy a round of applause, man. What I do want to say is, you know, my jersey, my name's going in the rafters. All I am is I'm a small piece of a very big puzzle here. Great teams, great leaders, great environment, great culture. Obviously, I wish I could recognize every one of my teammates, but there's a few guys that I just like to stand out right now. Number one, without question, it is an absolute honor to be up next to you on that wall, my man, my captain forever, the greatest leader this program's ever had, Kelly Walker. Thanks, buddy. Corey Olson, Duke Wagner, Kevin Sheehan, you guys were mentors to me as a young player, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thanks, Duke. My absolute best friend in the world and former teammate, the Wizard of Oz, Kevin Ostigan, lifelong friend. Thank you, buddy. Obviously, I want to thank my family, my beautiful wife of 21 years who I met here in Tucson. Tucson proud, here we are, we're back home.
Do we think he's going to announce it, or is it going to go back to a different head before they drop?
No idea, dude. Nobody's told me a thing.
My daughter Peyton, who is moving on to her own college career. Congratulations, young lady. My two brothers are in the building. One of them actually played for ASU, if you could believe it or not. H. Goltz in the house, and Dusty Goltz, thanks for being here, guys. Yeah, boo 'em. I love it. Let's get it one more time. Before I close, I just want to say how humbling this is. I mean, I actually had a chance to talk to Kelly about it a little bit at the press conference today. When you see me coming here as an 18-year-old in full circle, it comes around where not only did I play here and coach here, players that grew up in the Mission organization currently and don this jersey, my heart is full. It is truly a complete journey, and I absolutely am grateful for this entire experience here. It's molded me my whole life. I look up in that section over there, 201, and the only thing that's missing about this night is the first time my mom and dad will not be in the building. Unfortunately, my dad was pronounced with brain cancer and a brain tumor, and he's been fighting it off. They couldn't make the trip. I don't know exactly if he knows even what's happening here tonight. But what I wanted to say to him is, I love you, Mom. Obviously, I love you, Dad. I hope I make you guys proud, because honestly, that's all I've ever wanted to accomplish my entire life, and I wish you guys were here. Got to recognize the Mission Army in force. And my newfound love, the Kachinas. Nice. There you go, girls. Listen, this is an unbelievable night. We got to get these guys in the locker room, let them do some work. I'm humble. Thank you so much. Love it. So proud.
And now if you would please turn your attention behind the Zamboni doors as we unveil the number 21, Jeremy Goltz.
And go ahead and reveal. Very nice, very nice. Very nice. Slightly on that one. Thank you. And going to 1. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, 2. All right, that was all. That's all there is.
Fight at center ice. Owen Wilson is about to get himself some Sun Devil. Owen Wilson takes him down. Owen Wilson takes him down. Owen Wilson said his favorite moment of being a Wildcat was last year. It was opening night here. Opening night. In the first period, he called out the opposing goaltender to center ice. I had never seen a center ice fight between two goaltenders before.
I'm here with Anthony Churro. Churro, we just saw the footage from a pretty infamous moment in U of A ASU history, the goalie fight at center ice. You were on the bench. You came in relief on that game. What was it like being on the bench watching that fight and knowing that you were going to have to suit up and come in right after?
It's definitely something you don't expect. Seeing it happen, right, it was right in front of our bench, so seeing it happen and then having to go in right after, it's definitely a quick mindset change, and it's definitely something you don't see every day.
And, you know, you said when we were talking earlier, there's nothing like this rivalry. You can't know what it's like till you're in it. You've been in it for a couple of years now, your time here at the U of A. Do you have a favorite memory from these series, from these battles?
From my junior year when we swept them at home, our last series to win the Cactus Cup and the Western Conference. So that was definitely my favorite memory.
Awesome. Thanks, Churro.
Because of Eller, I've had once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
I've learned to step outside of my comfort zone.
Eller has given me a platform to bridge my technical skills into managerial skills.
Because of Eller, I've grown my professional network.
Because of Eller, I am more passionate about my goals.
I've met amazing people.
Because of Eller, I have endless opportunities. I am more involved in my community.
I've been able to enhance my public speaking, which led me to get my internship this summer.
I've started taking more initiative in my life.
Because of Eller, I have a home here at the U of A.
I'm Javier.
I'm Vikas.
I'm Sariska. I'm Natalie. I'm Itzel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Javier.
I am Paola.
I'm Brent.
I'm Katya.
I'm Jason. I'm Sean.
I am Vedashri.
I'm Jennifer. I am Eller.
Welcome back into the Tucson Arena as we welcome the Arizona Wildcats back to the ice. Sebastian Janik in the booth with Matt Tiart. We still got about a minute and 12 to go before face-off. The U of A going to head back onto the ice quickly after that jersey raising into the rafters. Number 21, Jeremy Goltz, an absolute legend of this program, and someone who is not going to be forgotten at any point, because that banner, as soon as we move to our new arena, will be transferred straight there. So the legacy of Jeremy Goltz will live on for a very, very long time with this program. We're coming into the second period, still tied up, 0-0. I would definitely say the U of A got the best of the offensive chances, but ASU looking a little bit tighter defensively tonight, and I think a little bit more dangerous offensively than we maybe saw yesterday, Matt.
Yeah, that pressure they had to end the first period was pretty aggressive. And speaking of aggressiveness, our forecheck is unbelievable right now. It's an interesting balance of, how aggressive do you get on the forecheck? How much do you want to try to set something up in your defensive zone? We'll see if there's any adjustments made by Coach Berman. And here we go.
Yeah, I do wish we had the advanced analytics to just see how much offensive zone time the U of A was able to rack up in that first period. But they definitely dominated the play. But number 30, Eric Garber for ASU, up to the task so far.
Yeah.
And on our end of the ice, 35, Big Biv, standing tall. Another great period from him. And we're going to get the starting line here, the top line for the U of A. Brody Selman, number 20, with George Orfanos, number 7, number 18, Jesse Lowell, number 17, Ben Jones, and number 13, Matthew Hull on the back end. Let's get ready for the second period. And we will get puck drop here just in a second. And let's go with the second period. George Orfanos trying to spring one quick, but ASU will dump this one into the corner. Studioso quickly to it. Matthew Hull rides him off. And it's going to be Lowell coming in to support. Throws that off the side of the net. Now back to the point. George Orfanos able to collect. Tries to go to Lowell. Selman picks up the puck. Selman with a good burst of speed. Selman working on the far board. Shot on Garber. That gets pushed off, but a good rebound control there. Jesse Lowell tries to get it in deep. Orfanos now to Selman. Out in front to Lowell. Just goes skyward with the puck. What a great little three-way passing play there from those three guys.
Yeah, that was a tic-tac-toe, bang-bang play right there. Garber had no idea where the puck was. I didn't either. I thought he might have went in his glove. It might have roofed. That was an awesome play.
Yeah, Jesse Lowell gets very close to going bar down there and absolutely burying that one, but a great bit of offensive chemistry there from that line put together.
And that's what you want to do in this league. You want to lift the puck. And, doing a good job of that as well.
Yeah,
save here by Garber.
We've talked with Coach Berman and Tanner Harris and everyone around the practice that you try to, you can go high on these goalies here in the ACHA.
Yeah.
Make it difficult for them to make a stop. Get them thinking that you're going to go high, and that'll open up the 5-hole as well. But Johansson here on the face-off. Quick shot off the face-off. Max Meyer. But now Connor Tillman for ASU over the line. Tillman with a shot. Tries to wrong foot Biv, but goes wide. Now behind the net. Shively in a battle with his partner Fisher with the outlet. Fisher with a head of steam. Tries to go down the boards, not able to control. Good physical play there, and that's going to be an icing coming against ASU. So we will get a face-off in the ASU zone with Johansson, Meyer, and Cusinelli on the front. Shively and Fisher on the back end. So Johansson in to take the face-off. I believe that's against number 6, Studioso down. No, it's number 9, Clayton Lackey. Almost a quick shot there from Shively, but that comes right to Kowalchuk. Kowalchuk for ASU behind the net. Over to Connor Tillman.
It's almost as if Arizona has sort of adjusted how aggressive they
Oh,
are.
and we got a chance here for Johansson. Ooh, I thought that one was going to dribble up the middle. But Johansson still on the puck, out in front, tries to wrap it around and almost gets it through Garber. Johansson with a great single effort there. And Tillman will punch this one around Shively, chase his own pass on the forecheck.
Yeah, that was a great pad save by Garber.
Yeah,
skating left to right.
Johansson with a nifty little play there. Biv not able to control this, still out in front. Big save there on McGrath.
He tried to go high glove side.
Now ASU with some zone pressure, but they pass themselves into a problem, and that will come out. So now Houseworth with it. Gets it over to his D partner. Oh, not able to get it through. And now Litwin out in front of Josephson. Josephson all alone in front and can't get it through Garber. Duke Litwin with the, oh, what a setup there for Josephson.
Yeah, aggressive on the forecheck. Josephson, I mean, all alone in the crease.
I mean, that looks like a practice drill out there. But Garber up to the task. Now Litwin tries to do the self pass. This one will get in. Josephson in on the forecheck. Big hit there on Ryan Jankowski.
3-on-2 developing here.
ASU over the line. Tries to feed it through the middle. Ooh, looking for the baseball bat swipe there. Shot doesn't get through on Biv.
Now 4-on-3 for Arizona.
Lusby tries to get it up. Cannot get it through, though. Hoffenkamp with a good stop there. Tries to get it across. Timor tied up his man in a pretty creative fashion.
Yeah, stick lift all the way down the ice there.
And Timor with his own offensive rush down the far boards. Timor now in the corner. Josephson with it, looking for a pass. Gets it back to the point. That one a headhunter over the top. ASU will just throw this out. Hedgecote tries to get it past, but it's going to be Larson on the counterattack. Larson with a shot, and that'll go out of play off the blocker of Biv. And we'll get a face-off here in the U of A zone. Some great opportunities there for the U of A. I mean, Josephson just all alone. I think if he holds on to that puck for maybe just one more second, makes a little move to get Garber out of position, could have buried it, but great chance there for the U of A.
Yeah, easy for us in the booth to say you should have done this. But I agree, great chance for U of A. Also some good chances for ASU on some rushes, some odd man rushes.
Yeah, this has been a very back and forth game with 16:33 left in the second period. Still 0-0. Neither team able to find a goal yet. U of A with the best of the offensive play, but ASU looking dangerous when they are in the zone. And now trying to regroup, get something going off a linesman, but the U of A are going to get possession. Ben Jones with it, around to his partner Hole. Good forecheck here from ASU, not letting U of A get out easily. Digging away at it. Sabrario. He's drawn into the lineup tonight. He's been pretty effective. Oh! What a play there. It was hard to tell exactly what happened. I'm not sure if the ASU player got hit or went to throw a hit. All I saw was a black, gold, and maroon jersey go flying.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a penalty. They blew the whistle right there.
That was a strange little play there out in the middle of the ice, but we're going to face off at center ice here. I'm following the puck, not the player, but I just saw an ASU guy go flying.
Yeah, legs up there on that hit.
Yeah, but no worse for wear. Now ASU with possession behind their own net, looking for the breakout. Can't connect clean. U of A will shove this one right back in. Now Palmer behind the net. Ooh, a little bit of Keystone Cops there for ASU, trying to figure out their breakout. And Kowalchuk now under pressure from two U of A players, but it'll be Studioso. He can't get it out. Orfanos over to Lowell. Lowell can't handle it.
And there's that aggressive forecheck we saw in the first period, creating some turnovers on the ASU side.
It really seems like ASU is not expecting that pressure,
Yeah.
and their time and space is getting taken away way quicker than they anticipate. Shively now gets in there and forces that one out to the middle. ASU tries to go through the center ice, no going.
Yeah, and it seemed like Arizona came out here a little laid back, on the forecheck. And like you mentioned, I think ASU wasn't expecting a big hit there by Cusinelli.
Yeah, that was Studioso. I think Studioso caught an edge, went down. Selman went over him. So there's a lot of action going on right now. Just nothing really around the net necessarily, but that physicality that we saw yesterday, I got to think that's going to start playing in at some point.
Yeah, that's going to ramp up. Almost
Now,
a guarantee when these two teams play.
Cusinelli over the line, looking for someone middle. Oh, almost finds Johansson. He just cannot quite get it in on Garber, but now Johansson behind the net. He takes a little bit of a high hit, and he goes back at his man. Johansson tied up behind the play, but now it's ASU over the line with a burst of speed. DeBolt trying to do the one-man rush, not able to connect with anybody. And this will be Shively for the U of A. Looking for the outlet pass to Cusinelli. Cusinelli gets a handle on it, turns back, look for support. No one coming yet. Cusinelli still with it. Coos drops to Fisher. Fisher, great shot, good save by Garber. Now ASU will look to turn it the other way. This is Clayton Porter over. Ooh, Connor Tillman with a big shot trying to go high blocker side.
Yeah, that was a dangerous chance.
Now U of A with a rush. Duke Litwin tries to get one in. Oh, that just dribbles wide of the post. Hedgecoke pinches in, but ASU, Connor Tillman able to come out of the zone with it. Tillman all on his own. Oh, and what a great hit from Hedgecoke. He buries Tillman for his effort. And now the U of A will get a chance to come the other way. Lusby with it at center ice. Drops to Litwin. Litwin trying to go middle, just loses the handle.
Yeah, the cart before the horse there. Or the horse before the cart, whatever the opposite is.
Yeah, now we got a rush with Tillman and... Oh! Tillman rings the pipe. He had Lackey coming down, looked off the pass, went for the shot. That one beat Biv, but the post saves him.
Yeah, far side post, glove side.
He's giving the flurry tap there to the post, saying a little bit of a thank you there. And ASU on this counterattack has looked dangerous. This is a team you need to start putting up some goals against because they could strike at any moment. Hoffenkamp, ooh, I
don't know about that one.
As loyal of a U of A guy as I am, I think Hoffenkamp's effort there probably should have beat out that icing, but that's the way, it's just the way of the road, bud. It's just the way she goes. So we're gonna get a face-off here in the ASU zone.
I think ASU has been very dangerous this period so far. Arizona looking really physical. That hit on Hedgecoke allowed a cough up of the puck. Maybe bring some more physicality on the defensive side.
Ooh, shot right off the face-off.
Yeah.
12:32 left here in the first. You know, this feels like a very different game from last night.
Yeah.
You know, last night the U of A really seemed to have their way of things. Jesse Lowell put up the hat trick, scoring on the power play, shorthanded 5-on-5. I think ASU has done a good job adapting to what the U of A does so well. And Garber has been up to the task for everything he's faced, but Selman here on the face-off against Hoffenkamp. U of A wins the face-off, back to the point, shot, makes it through, but not on net. Now Jones, shot blocked there. Good effort from Marcus Tillman, brother of Connor Tillman. Or just a strange coincidence they have the same last name, but I'm going to doubt that one.
Oh, side of the net there.
Yeah, Brody Selman with almost a sneaky little chance here. ASU will just look to alleviate the pressure. Matthew Hull now. U of A looking for a little bit of time and space. Can't connect with Jesse Lowell. This one will head down. DeBolt with it behind his own net. U of A will get a couple fresh bodies. Now Marcus Tillman coughs it up. Johansson for the U of A just dumps this one back in. Garber will have to play it behind the net. Johansson, good job to pounce on that one. This one comes out in front. Lusby, he just could not settle that one down for a shot.
I think he was looking more of a pass to Cusinelli.
Yeah, you got Cusinelli going back door there.
Yeah, it looked like that was his idea. Just like you said, couldn't get a clean look at it.
And we've seen a lot of bouncing pucks here so far. Guys not able to settle them quite down onto the tape and get the shot they want. But those little knuckle pucks can be challenging for a goalie when they get in there. So we'll have Plord against Johansson for the faceoff. Plord wins it. Now ASU with it. Palmer tries to get it out. It's Palmer straight to Cusinelli. Now Meyer over to Cusinelli. Cusinelli with a shot. Just goes wide. Johansson behind the net trying to corral the rebound. Can't do so.
Yeah, Johansson looking for that redirect, getting traffic, a little dirty goal. That was a beautiful tic-tac-toe to set up that play.
Ooh, and Clayton Lackey here with a big burst of speed coming through. Great save by Biv. I'm not sure what happened there with a little bit of somebody running kind of the basketball interference play. U of A player gets taken out. Lackey with a lot of time and space skates through the middle.
Maybe, I think, a couple thousand refs here in the audience thought that might have been a tripping or an interference, but
unfortunately we don't crowdsource our officiating, so we'll get a face-off here in the U of A zone. Litwin in to take the face-off. Plord wins that one. Now ASU, a little dribbling puck in on net, but U of A able to corral it. Now Shively up to Litwin. We've seen the speed from Litwin. Let's see what he can do up the wing. Litwin coming down the boards. looking for a little bit of support, stops up. Ooh, just can't hold on to that puck and wait for the rest of the forecheck. But that pass will be forced, and Timor will be the first one to that. Josephson can't quite get it, but back to Timor. Now Lusby with a little bit of space on the wing. Lusby going to the middle. Ooh, good.
He tried to go forehand, backhand.
Yeah, it was a good defensive
He pulls
stick
that off.
there.
It's a mini breakaway.
Good defensive stick. Hedgecoke with a nice stop up on Lackey. And Hedgecoke with a burst of speed. He'll get it down past the blue line in. U of A on the forecheck. Josephson, ooh, looking to absolutely run Houseworth, but Houseworth turns away at the last second. Now ASU over the line. Shot. That's not going to be anywhere near Biv. Larson gives it his best shot. Might have got tipped up, and that'll hit the netting. 9:53 left in the second period. Face-off in the U of A zone. Still nothing here in this game.
Yeah, this is, like you mentioned, this is a different atmosphere, a different game than yesterday. I mean, such a defensive battle. Both teams being aggressive on the forecheck, stifling in the neutral zone. It's been a chess match.
It has, and the physicality and the the kind of chippy extracurriculars haven't been there as much, but this has been a very clinical hockey game from both of these teams so far. But the U of A is going to need to look to capitalize. They've got the talent, they've got the scoring. It's just a matter of figuring out the system at the moment for him right now. Jones can't find it in his skates. Matthew Hull is going to come in and support. Wow, dangerous chance there on Biv. Oh, and here we go with the extracurriculars. Number 24, Searing, in all on his own with 4 Wildcats around him.
Almost right on cue, announcer's jinx.
Yeah, maybe we'll just... Okay, I'm actually afraid to say anything at this point because...
Don't say the G word.
If I say anything good, it could go horrible. If I say anything bad, it could go horrible. So let's just stick to, I'll just stick to what's happening on the ice. We'll go with that. So we've got a great crowd here in the building again. For anybody watching on the live stream, if you are in the local Tucson area, we have more matchups against ASU coming up later in the season. Do not miss your chance to get involved with these games here at the Tucson Arena against our absolute arch rival ASU. Porter here to take the face-off. U of A is going to come away with Orfanos. A little bit of miscommunication with his teammate, but Orfanos now with a burst of speed from Lowell. Orfanos, big shot, and Garber will gobble that one up. Selman's going to get a little bit of glove shoving going, but I like that play from Lowell there. He knows Orfanos is coming with a burst of speed, gets in there and gets a shot, but Garber, a good job to control the rebound.
I was going to say that. Sees him on the rush. Lowell with a beautiful drop pass. Orfanos trying to score a clap bomb from the blue line.
Now, battle in the corner with Orfanos. Orfanos tries to get out to Selman. Now Shively. Shively's shot doesn't get through. A lot of traffic there out in front. Connor Tillman, number 2 here for ASU, and on the rush against Fisher. Or Shively, actually. Now Fisher will come in and support. Up to Selman. Selman will take a bump for his troubles. But now U of A with a burst of speed going the other way. Shively coming down, throws the backhand in on Garber. A little bit of extra stuff picking up now, as you can imagine. 8:38 left in the second period. Still no goals.
Looked like Jesse Lowell did my favorite move in football. You see it all the time when a defender clearly pass interference, they just stick their hands up like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's
and not to say that was a penalty, but once the ASU player fell down, he's like, oh, I'm innocent.
Yeah, I like the good old it wasn't me hands. Johansson here on the face-off. I will say ASU has been pretty dominant in the face-off dot, but Johansson there, good support from Cusinelli. Ooh, Cusinelli takes a shot off the side of the net.
Yeah, we saw that water bottle pop up a little bit. We thought that was in.
Yeah, now Timor with a shot. That one almost gets through Garber. Cusinelli finishes his check on his man. Battle in the corner with Meyer and Cusinelli. Captain Coos trying to get something going here for the U of A. And now Timor looks to go back to Coos. Coos dumps it in on Garber. Garber will hold on to that one.
I think Arizona thrives in the physicality. You know, the chippiness, the extracurriculars. Ever since we've seen, the post-whistle scrums, Arizona's had a lot of pressure.
I think they feed off the feistiness.
Yeah.
I do think they are a team that kind of revels in the the dirty play, not the dirty plays, but that chippiness that we get in every great hockey game. Litwin here, Lusby now. And the U of A trying to generate something from behind the net. We haven't seen that too much tonight, but that could be a good route for them. Lusby back to the point. Hedgecoke. Timor looks for an open man. Josephson lets it through. Lusby. Now ASU with possession. Palmer for ASU rings it around the boards. His man gets tied up quickly. A great forecheck here from the U of A. No time in space. Palmer tries to get it out. And now we're going to get ASU with Hoffenkamp dumping it in. Marcus Tillman on the forecheck on Timor. But we're going to get Lusby with a little bit of time and space. He'll try to self-pass. Doesn't get it through. Kowalchuk for ASU. Dumps it back in on Hedgecoke. Ooh, Hedgecoke with a nice, nifty little move there against Marcus Tillman. But then not quite the niftiest move right after. But
yeah, getting ahead of himself a little bit.
Yeah, U of A still in their own zone. Timor can't get it out, but this one will come out to neutral ice. Clayton Lackey, number 9. Ooh, tries this dangle, does not get through the U of A players.
Yeah, that was a great play by Dawson Marshall right there in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Clayton Lackey, one of the most dangerous offensive players for this ASU team, looking to get a solo breakaway, but good defensive stick there. Now U of A with some numbers up ice. They can get possession. Good play there from Fritz. Fritz shot there. ASU will get control though. Big hit there along the boards from Ben Jones. He plants Clayton Lackey into the boards. And now looking for the outlet for Lowell. Lowell cannot beat out the icing. Good hustle there from Connor Kruk from ASU. Lowell had the stick out reach, trying to get every little inch of ice, but just can't beat it out. 6:23 left in the second period. Your score is still 0-0. Pure goose eggs here on the scoreboard. So now, face-off in the U of A zone.
And Brody Selman, before the game, was talking about this crowd. You know, like you mentioned pregame, has 3 sort of levels or different reactions. Big hits, goals, and just absolute mayhem. And we've heard 2 of the 3 so far.
But we're still waiting to hear that. Oh, and Dawson Marshall here. Could he ring in the sound? Nope, I jinxed it. It's over.
Yeah, shouldn't have said anything.
Nope.
Our bad.
Yep, it's definitely my fault. I'm sure Dawson could hear me from up here and decided, nope, not going to score this time. The U of A still on the forecheck. Jesse Lowell here with a shot right into the chest of Garber. I can't say Garber has done, he's done a pretty great job with rebound control for those shots in the chest, but we haven't seen him tested on the pads too much. When a goalie is playing like Garber is right now and he's locked in, maybe it's time to start going for those rebounds.
Yeah.
Shoot some at the low on the pads, try to get him moving from left to right. There's been a couple offensive options I think the U of A hasn't quite utilized their full potential yet, but there's still a lot of time left in this hockey game with 6 minutes left in the second period.
Yeah, you got to look for those dirty goals. I mean, it's been, 34 minutes? I'm not very good at math. 34 minutes of gameplay so far, and you haven't beat him yet, and it looks like he's doing a very good job of tracking the puck. Maybe, like you said, some redirects, some rebounds, try to beat him dirty.
Yeah, we saw Jesse Lowell with 3 beautiful goals, and he almost gets one there, but that's going to be in on the chest of Garber too, but the rebound comes out. U of A looking for the puck. It's going to be Connor Tillman getting it out into the middle. Now, over the line, Lackey. Ooh, Biv with a little bit of interesting footwork there. Biv knocked out of the net. Biv still trying to recover. Shot, and he does a great job quickly getting back into the crease, right into the chest.
Talk about impressive.
There was
he was down on his back. Took him about 2 nanoseconds to get up and make that save. That might be an exaggeration, but ASU,
well, like you said, you're not good at math. So,
yeah, that's right.
Could be a nanosecond, could be 3 seconds. Who knows at this point? But either way, Biv able to recover, get back into his net, and get a stoppage there for the U of A to get a chance to recover. Porter in on the faceoff for ASU.
I'm
in
surprised
the U of A
ASU
zone.
right there didn't go for a shot at the net from the left dot. I mean,
Oh, and we got a big chance here.
3-on-1.
Meyer with Cusinelli. Oh, and Meyer just can't keep the Meyer back with it though. Max Meyer, great save by Garber. Another chance here from Ben Jones and another save from Garber. Oh man. But ASU going to come down now. Connor Tillman, number 2 shot. Biv save, rebound save. Great job there from Biv to get the second chance. And both teams trading opportunities at each end of the rink, going back and forth. Meyer gets held up at the line.
Goalies are the stars of the show right now.
And interestingly, we haven't seen one power play for the U of A. I don't think ASU hasn't taken a trip to the box yet. That's either a credit to their discipline or a credit to the refs keeping the whistles away, but either way, it's been a tight checking game here so far. ASU with the power play chances, but still 0-0. Now Marcus Tillman looking to get in on the forecheck. Around the boards, they throw this one through the middle. Lusby for U of A, behind the net. Matthew Hull looking for a man up the middle. Duke Litwin knocks it down. Litwin with a big burst of speed. Pressures his man. Now in on. Shot off the side of the net. Another chance out in front. No one home. Back to the point. Shot. Another save by Garber. Oh man, Josephson, Johansson, everyone around it right now. Johansson trying to get something. It's Litwin down there in the corner battling with Josephson. Litwin tries to force it out, but ASU gets possession. They're going to come up the ice with a 3-on-2. Not able to get anything out of it, though. They need a line change.
I mean, at some point, these skaters are going to start thinking, even for both goalies, what's it going to take?
And the chances have just been. Oh, and what a hit by Lusby. Are we going to get a. Oh, wow.
They're going to call elbowing on that one.
Lusby's going to get an elbow there, and ooh, I think the reaction from the TCC crowd is going to kind of represent that. It looks like I mean, I'm not going to try to get into the mind of the referee right here, but that just seems like shoulder on shoulder to me from up here. But just as we talked about the U of A not getting any power plays, they're going to go back on the penalty kill here. 3:40 left in the second period.
Yeah, look for U of A. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but they've done a good job
Josh
so far.
Lusby, 2 minutes for elbowing. Time of that penalty, 16 minutes, 20 seconds in the second period.
They've done a good job of killing both penalties now, their third penalty.
Yeah, this is a huge sequence here for this game. This is really going to determine the momentum a lot.
Absolutely.
Back to the point for ASU. ASU around the perimeter, looking for the shot down low. Another pass, another shot. Biv save, fought off. Great clearance there by the U of A. Biv standing tall and his defenseman stepping up and helping him out with the rebound. 1:20 left in the, oh, and Jesse Lowell. That's one way to kill a penalty, but ASU over the line. Studioso stops up, looks for Tillman, but U of A is going to be going the other way here. It's going to be Timor over to Selman. Selman tries to come down the boards. Kowalchuk gives him a bump. Selman still in. This is definitely the way to kill a penalty, but ASU is going to be able to break it out here. Oh, no one seems to know where the pass was going, though.
Selman with the one-man show, killing the penalty. He also did a really good job on the back check. You know, that was a 2-on-1 right there, and back door was wide open for ASU.
And Biv there was able to absolutely find a tiny little lane there to break that out.
Yeah.
Now Kowalchuk for ASU. Gets it to Studioso. He gets tied up on the boards.
Timor's.
28 seconds left on the penalty to Lusby. Timor is going to go for a tumble, hops right back up, gets on his man. Out in front, Dawson Marshall with great positioning. Marshall going to go back the other way. Dawson Marshall goes around his man, gets into the corner boards. Oh, and Dawson Marshall throws a huge hit. Takes one, throws one, but Studioso for ASU over the blue line looking for a pass, and he's only going to find the U of A, and this penalty's about to expire
and
on
Lusby's
Lusby.
Out of the box.
We got a 2-on-1 with Marshall and Lusby. Lusby now with it, tries to go back across, laying out to block it was ASU, but Matthew Hull now with possession. U of A, Lusby.
That was almost a 3-on-1. Lusby looking for a hole on the.
That was
a wide open shot in between the hash marks.
Now Cusinelli behind the net tries to go out front. This one goes all the way back to the point. Ben Jones with the puck. This one trickles into the ASU zone. Cusinelli on Kruk. Shot. Oh, doesn't get through to Garber. Lusby just buzzing right now, and Cusinelli too. Meyer to Lusby. Just can't get a hold of it. ASU with the active sticks. Linesman in the way a little bit there.
You got to think Arizona wants to get one before the end of the period.
Yeah,
they got all the momentum right now, killing off that penalty.
Yeah, 42 seconds left in this period. U of A is buzzing, looking for that goal. Meyer out in front. Shively tries to come in, pinches down. Tillman luckily not able to get that cleanly. Big hit from Johansson on Connor Tillman. Johansson throwing the body at center ice.
That was a lucky break. Shively took a chance there to try to get a shot on
Yeah.
it. Could have been a 2-on-1 easy.
Now Selman gets it over to Meyer. Meyer looking for some support. Doesn't find it. It's going to be Palmer putting the body on him. Now Palmer for ASU over to Connor Tillman. 5 seconds left in the period. Connor Tillman will dump this one into the corner. Little bit of a rush there for Elliott Plord. Nowhere to go with it though, and we will end the second period still tied at 0-0. Some fantastic chances and excitement at both ends of the ice. Man, you got to think Garber, statistics-wise, one of these is going to beat him at some point soon.
Yeah, it's interesting. You think that Arizona, again, like I said, both teams probably thinking to themselves, what's it going to take? Arizona had a bunch of great chances right before the end of the period.
Yeah, I think that was one, the last couple minutes of that period were probably the best the U of A had there, but Garber able to fight off absolutely everything. Biva, the other end of the ice, making some huge saves too. I will say though, we've got a situation coming into the third. 3 penalties against the U of A so far, no penalties against ASU. You really can never tell those kind of matching penalties, those makeup penalties.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see. I don't think ASU is gonna get away with anything here in the third, knowing that the penalties are currently 3-0 in favor of them. But the penalty kill has been great here again this evening.
Yeah, Arizona's gonna have to keep those legs moving, maybe see if they can force a penalty and capitalize on the power play. Otherwise, keep doing what they're doing. The last minute and 40 of that period was all Arizona on that pressure, those tic-tac-toe plays, looking for some redirection. I think that's the way to go if you're going to beat Garber here in the third.
I think that penalty against Lusby took a little bit of the wind out of the sails, but, he popped right out of the box and, reignited that fire that the U of A had going in. So.
Absolutely.
We will be back with the call for the third period. Sebastian Janik with Matt Tiart in the booth. Stay with us for the third period. Your score, 0-0. U of A versus ASU at the Tucson Arena. We will be back with you in just a little bit.
I'm Matt Tiart here with Jesse Lowell. We're playing Arizona State this weekend. What's some of your favorite memories so far of the series?
Favorite memories, it's not something really specific, but just even a little hit against the glass, the crowd just erupts. So that's always something that's really cool against them.
Okay, and a good segue, your physicality, your style of play, you've carried that all season. How do you want to continue that against ASU?
Yeah, that's something I developed as a freshman. We had a lot of older guys who were preaching that kind of play, and I just try and put that into my game, and I think it opens up a lot of space for me. So it's a good part that I really like to use.
Thanks, Jesse.
Because of Eller, I've had once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
I've learned to step outside of my comfort zone.
Eller has given me a platform to bridge my technical skills into managerial skills.
Because of Eller, I've grown my professional network.
Because of Eller, I am more passionate about my goals.
I've met amazing people.
Because of Eller, I have endless opportunities.
I am more involved in my community.
I've been able to enhance my public speaking, which led me to get my internship this summer.
I've started taking more initiative in my life.
Because of Eller, I have a home here at the U of A.
I'm Javier.
I'm Vikas.
I'm Sariska.
I'm Natalie. I'm Itzel.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Javier.
I am Paola.
I'm Brent.
I'm Katya.
I'm Jason.
I'm Sean.
I am Vedashri.
I'm Jennifer. I am Eller.
And welcome back to Tucson Arena. Tom Callahan here with you, joining the broadcast after, well, what's been quite an exciting couple of periods here, but no score. Sebastian Janik, you've been giving us the call on this one the whole time. Man, I tell you, me watching from my seat in the press box, the crowd's into it. Everybody's excited, but we just can't seem to find the offense like we did last night in this series.
And, Jesse Lowell was really the catalyst for a lot of that offense, scoring 5-on-5 on the power play, shorthanded. He was able to do it all. But the U of A is going to probably need someone else to step up tonight. Jesse Lowell could still be that hero in the third period. They've generated some good chances, but a lot of the shots on Garber have been right into the chest. Pretty easy to control the rebounds for him. We'll see if they test him with those second and third opportunity chances. Get something down in the blue paint, something falls down off him, try to hammer one in, a little bit of a dirtier goal. Because Lowell had 3 highlight reel ones yesterday. It's hard to repeat that back-to-back.
Well, the other thing, too, that would really help this University of Arizona hockey team is if they're able to get a power play. I haven't seen one of those yet for U of A. They've given ASU a few chances on the power play, but we have not seen the Wildcats generate one yet.
Yeah, it is surprising. After the way last night unfolded, if you would have told me coming into the third period, ASU would have 0 penalty minutes up on the board, I just wouldn't have believed you. But they have not, taken anything egregious, at least nothing the refs have decided that needed to be called. And I really want to see if the U of A can press the pace here and force some of those, a hook, a trip, a hold, something that makes the ASU defenseman be desperate to pull a guy down. And we'll see if the U of A can generate those chances. The chances off the rush have not been there quite as much as there were yesterday.
And interestingly enough, for this U of A team, you and I were talking about it, shot selection as well. You mentioned it. They're kind of up high. They're into the body on the goaltender, Garber. He's been able to control the rebounds. They haven't generated much there. I have to imagine that's part of the talk for this team coming into the third period. It's the selection of those shots, where they're taking them, and also don't pass off those opportunities as much as they've been doing in the first 2 periods.
Yeah, especially with a 0-0 game here, that extra pass, it'll look pretty on the highlight sheet, but they really just need to start generating as many scoring chances as possible.
And the Wildcats will push on up right away. Here's Selman up on the right wing side. Wrist shot and a pad save right off the hop there by Garber. Now we get a whistle. And did we get a second puck on the ice?
Yeah, I
believe one fell out of the netting. 2 pucks ended up on the ice. That was a reason for the whistle. You don't see that every day.
And the shot from Selman, as we were talking about, maybe going a little bit of a different angle on the shot. Selman decides to go on the pads. Big rebound comes out, but so does a second puck. Play gets blown dead.
It's kind of like having an ace up your sleeve, have a puck up your pant leg maybe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, if you score the second puck, I think even these refs are going to catch it. So.
Nope, that one did not count.
No.
We'll try it again here. Draw to the left of Garber. And it's one back towards the point, kept in by Holt. They'll put it through traffic, and a bouncer that is sticked away to the corner. Selman trying to work it around, gets it back on that left wing side. Orfanos to the right point. Hole fakes, drags his shot. Oh, what a nice save there by Garber. He was able to track that puck through traffic and hang on.
That was not easy to fight through all those bodies in front. We're going to get a little gathering of the teams here on the boards, but nothing will come out of it. Ref's hands stay down.
There's been a lot of serious milling around in this game.
I like that description.
It's
it's very lackadaisical intensity. There's just this sense that there's another gear to this U of A team so far, and we'll see in this third period what they're able to come out with.
Arizona State, meanwhile, trying to clear their zone. Lackey looking to fire that one down. He does. It'll be an icing call early on here, just 46 seconds into the third period. Still scoreless here. Last night, Arizona came out with a convincing win, but in the back half of this weekend series, a much better effort out of the Sun Devils, a much more disciplined effort out of the Sun Devils. And so far, they've been able to keep the lid on that Arizona offense.
There's part of this game that has felt a little bit like it's a little bit lacking that ASU U of A feel, but a good shot there.
Quick shot by Meyer is gloved and held once again by Garber, and Garber's been sharp tonight.
Yeah, coming in, Biala left yesterday's game a little bit early with an injury. Roden came in. Now they're on their third goalie with Garber playing tonight, and he's looked real solid in net. U of A have not been able to challenge him on any incredibly dangerous chances, but hopefully those will keep coming here in the third.
U of A controlling the draw, shot in again. Garber the save, and a rare rebound off those pads. Fed on to the near side. U of A trying to set it up. Here's Hole down for the right point. Into the slot. Pass is tipped away and into the Sun Devils bench. We'll get the whistle, and face-off will stay inside. But good pressure early here. 106 into the game. So far, so good. Or 106 into the period, I should say. But so far, so good for Arizona as far as starting the period with pressure.
Yeah, they've played this so far in the ASU zone. Been able to put some shots on Garber. They were looking for the one-timer in the slot there, just not able to connect on the pass. But they're going to have to look for some creative offensive opportunities here because the simple stuff just isn't going right now.
ASU finally able to clear the puck, but Wildcats right back in on it. Here's Meyer into the slot. A bouncer. Cusinelli could not handle that one. Fisher trying to punch that one down low. He does, but that'll be a hand pass. Face off will go outside.
And I think the forecheck has really been the best part of the U of A's game so far. They've been able to keep a lot of sustained pressure in the ASU zone. It's just a matter of keeping that pressure up, trying to get a man out of position, find someone in the soft spots. U of A doing everything but scoring so far in this game. Just unable to get onto a power play so far, whether that's their own doing or the refs doing, it doesn't matter. They really want to try to generate something that forces ASU to take a penalty probably here in the third period.
Porter in for this face-off across from Johansson, and Johansson wins it back. And once again, U of A throws it immediately on into the Sun Devil zone. They'll support with the forecheck. Here's Johansson in, pinning his man behind. And Meyer trying to assist on the pile. Hawsworth over there. He's just not in a hurry to move the puck. Now it squirts free. And a centering feed. Cusinelli! No! Off the intersection of goalpost and crossbar. They say no. Oh, man, I thought that one was in and out.
That one, that must have ricocheted off the very inner millimeter of that far post. Everyone stopped, heart stopped for a second there because that looked like Cusinelli had just sniped one, but it just hits off the post. That's the second post U of A have hit in this game. That looked like almost a guaranteed goal.
Oh, those are frustrating for sure for the Wildcats offense. Back the other way, here come the Sun Devils. Up the left wing side, they are led in by Edgar. Hits shot high, shot waved at with the blocker there by Bavalsic. And now the Wildcats trying to clear the zone without a stick. Lusby can't move that puck out. Timor tied up on the near side, chips it towards the line, but not out. Held in by Hoffenkamp, now finally cleared. Sent right back in. Around the rim to the near side, Timor again able to move that one out of the zone.
Yeah, that play by Timor, almost all of the Wildcats collapsed into that boards, and he just had nowhere to go with an outlet. But U of A going to be able to get possession here. Good hit by Timor.
3 minutes in if you're ASU. I mean, you're trying to generate something. We haven't seen much from them.
We really haven't, and that's the scary part for the U of A right now, where you have you dominate the flow of play, but those goals that go against the flow of play are always the ones that sting the most. But Dawson Marshall with a good forecheck here.
Hole with a shot through traffic, save, and there is a rebound to the slot, but it's cleared away. Arizona State, nice job to collapse down low, help the goaltender out. And now they tried to take it in, but end up losing possession. Wildcats back the other way. Marquis on the right side, long wrister, and again right into the body of Garber, and he'll hold on for the face-off.
Yeah, and it's, obviously from up here it's easy to say, hey, just shoot it on the pads, get it somewhere else. But we have seen a lot of these one-and-done chances for the U of A where they've been in on the chest of Garber. He's able to smother it, doesn't give up a simple rebound. But these offensive face-offs, you really want to see if they can convert maybe something off a set play here.
Face-off will be to the left of the Sun Devils net. And it is one back by the Wildcats, kept in at the line. Around it goes behind the net, waved at there, ends up on the far side with Selman. Orfanos working his way up the left side, feed to the left point, long wrister in, that missed the net.
I don't think Garber saw that until the very end. That was a good chance there to try to get a rebound on a low shot off the pads, but just goes wide.
Orfanos feeding it up top. Here's Hole looking for a seam. His shot is tipped, and that one went up over top. Lowell can't get to the bouncing puck. Big hit on the near side there by Orfanos as the puck turned right back in.
I think that's the hit of the game so far. Orfanos laying the body on his man, and almost the exact same pane of glass, another ASU player getting put into it.
Well, I'll tell you, when the hits happen, and you can hear the crowd's into it tonight. And they have been loud. They have been a big part of this game so far. They've only had hits to cheer for, though. We're still scoreless. 4 minutes and 19 seconds into this third period.
You got a feeling this crowd's just ready to erupt.
Oh, the roof will come
moment.
off. There's a wrist shot, and again, right into the body there, Garber. Nice job to hold the rebound.
There's been a lot to cheer for between the banner raising for Jeremy Goltz, for the program's future with the announcement this weekend, but what everyone really wants is that goal horn to go, that goal light to flash on, and the U of A to get rewarded for the effort they put in so far over these first 45 minutes or so of this game.
Already robbed by the corner there, goalpost, crossbar, conspiring to keep it scoreless. And Bavalsic gloving a bouncing puck in on net. A little bit of shoving there, but nothing too big coming out of it.
I mean, compared to yesterday, this game has been like kindergartners going at it a little bit. I mean, yesterday we saw multiple guys tumbling down to the ice, wrestling matches, face washes, every little bit of nastiness you could possibly imagine, but it's been a much more tame situation on the ice so far. But now Meyer with a little bit of space.
Meyer up that left side, looking to dance his way free on the half wall. Fan on a pass. Now he gets it across. Score! Anthony Cusinelli!
And what an effort by Meyer to hold on to that puck, wait, and his chemistry with Anthony Cusinelli pays off. He finds the captain backdoor, and he buries that one on Garber. What a great feeling for not only Anthony Cusinelli, but every single U of A fan in this building.
Cusinelli delayed coming down the slot. He was the late man on that play. And as Meyer fed it across, just found him with a backhand feed. Cusinelli at the near dot, let it go right away, finds room through the wickets on Garber. That is a huge goal, 1-0 Arizona.
And veteran to veteran there.
That goal, give it to number 15, Anthony Cusinelli. The assist goes to number 27, Max Meyer. That's Cusinelli from Meyer. Time of your Wildcat goal, 4 minutes, 48 seconds in the third period.
What a huge marker that is right there.
And watching Meyer come down that wing, we saw him with a little bit of room. It looked like he fanned on the initial pass attempt.
He did.
And I think that's going to end up being a blessing in disguise for him, because he stays with it. He knows where Coos is going to come down from. Him and Coos, both fifth-year seniors, both guys who have given their entire collegiate career to this program, connecting on a huge goal in this series that, to win the Cactus Cup, it's going to take everything. And Coos coming up huge there.
And sometimes as we get the freeze here at the side of the net, 5:53 into the third, that is something that you can't overstate, is that sometimes you manage to get, if you will, a blessing in disguise, a moment where it looks like it's all going wrong, but then Meyer throws that backhand pass to the middle, and not only does it all work out, but it leads to the first goal of the hockey game.
Yeah, there had to be a second there of Meyer's internal thinking going, oh crap, I missed an opportunity. Let alone does he know he's going to get the best opportunity the entire game to find Coos on the back door, and he makes no mistake. And tonight in the building at the Tucson Arena, over 3,000 of the Tucson faithful coming out to support this hockey club. And it's just an incredible atmosphere in this building these last two nights. Nothing compares to ASU versus U of A.
It's been absolutely fantastic here with the ambiance and, of course, the rivalry. Arizona State is huge. And, again, we see a healthy dose of ASU fans here tonight. And it's just one of those rivalries. It doesn't matter the sport. It is always intense.
And hockey brings, I think, a special flair to this rivalry. There are very few sports that can recreate the competitiveness, the gamesmanship, the physicality, the chippiness. Hockey it's got it all, folks. And the U of A is able to take a 1-goal lead late in this third period, or early in this third period.
And they're pushing for another one. Here's Timor at the right point. They'll hold on for a moment, slide it around the wall. Selman picks it off behind the net, centering feed. Karam's across the crease off a skate, but harmlessly away.
A nice little move there by Selman to stop that puck. Quick turnaround, go out in front. ASU gonna definitely try to pressure and get this back right away.
Orfanos cross ice pass. Well, that connected enough with Lowell that he's able to send it down, and now both teams will cycle the personnel. 7 minutes into the third period, 1-0 Arizona. Sundevils setting up the attack. They'll try to work it up that left wing side. Puck is dumped in. Giving chase is Lackey. It's cleared right up the slot, but Arizona turns it the other way, and now 4-on-3 if they hurry. Right side, there's Cusinelli, backdoor feed, but the puck tipped in the air, ends up in the far corner.
Yeah, that one elevated off the stick of an ASU player real quick. And, you know, thinking of that 3,000 number, that's going to be the total attendance at the new arena coming in 2024. You got to think the idea of a absolutely sold out shoulder-to-shoulder bar, and this many people in that new building is going to be an incredible atmosphere. But
and it's loud here now.
Yeah, this is a huge building, and these 3,000 fans have made it feel like a full house tonight.
Wildcats pushing it again as Fisher trying to loop it on the left side, picked off in the corner. And right now the Sundevils trying to set it up for themselves here. Palmer looking to rush it ahead. But as we mentioned, ASU hasn't done as much offensively in this period as maybe they have in the first 40. And the Wildcats finally broke through on the scoreboard.
And I think those power plays for ASU really made them had their best offensive chances when they were on that man advantage. 5-on-5, they haven't been able to generate too much. And luckily now the U of A is not in a position where one unlucky bounce is going to sink their hopes. But with this 1-0 lead and 11:30 left in the third, I feel like the intent, you know, ASU is going to get desperate, and the U of A is going to have to respond to that desperateness. I mean, ASU knows that they're going to go down 3-1 in this Cactus Cup series if they can't pull something out of here tonight. And, you know, you're really going to see if they're able to respond to the pressure, if the U of A can just keep them pushed down.
And here come the Wildcats right side. Marshall slides through one check, one hands it around to the far side. On that far wing, it's Fritz trying to push it right back behind. It comes around to the right point. Fisher stepping up, can't hold it in. Marquis will go back to center for it and tied up in his own end.
Dawson Marshall almost on the receiving end of 2 huge hip checks. Gets by one, catches another. Now Shively over the line with a chance.
Shively, it goes off the board. Oh, bouncing puck dangerously off the end boards in front, but that one was cleared out of there. Marshall's slippery, though. I've seen him avoid a couple of checks where I thought he was going to get cleaned out, and he just all of a sudden, whoop, scoots right through the other side.
Yeah, he's able to go down that wing with a lot of confidence and a big head of speed, and you got to think that ASU defenseman's looking for that juicy hit, but Marshall just somehow kind of slips under him. Selman's done that a couple times too this evening.
And now the Wildcats on the rush. Timor, he'll dump it in. Garber lets it go. Centering attempt, that one is blocked off. Curling up the far side is Searing. He'll try to feed it ahead. Orfanos draped all over him.
Good forecheck pressure from Orfanos there to make sure there's no easy out at all.
And you know what? That's the Wildcats have been doing a great job of that here in the third, and that's exactly what you see right there. A hurried outlet pass, it bounces to center, and U of A ends up with possession again.
Yeah, ASU in their own zone is able to get a little something going. When it comes to getting it into the U of A zone, different story. Just no time or space for any ASU player.
Orfanos lost it on the wall, but recovered in the slot. And now it'll be moved ahead. Lowell trying to barrel his way through. He's pulled down. No call coming there. I tell you what, if Arizona was going to get a power play, I thought maybe Hoffenkamp would have got labeled for it there, but not the case.
Yeah, the only arm that was up in the air was for the offside, the delayed offsides. But seeing Lowell get pulled down like that, U of A has not had one power play opportunity yet this game. That is an interesting take from the referees, I'll put it that way. But a big chance here, Max Meyer.
Meyer up on a rolling puck, cutting in, backhand, he lost the handle as it hopped over the blade of his stick, but he's on it again at the dot. Meyer tried to leave it off. Now we get a penalty coming.
Are we going to get a penalty against?
A slashing call against Arizona State.
And just as we talked about, U of A is going to finally get their chance on the power play. Max Meyer with a huge burst of speed, great stick to cause a turnover, gets in there and forces ASU to take a penalty. And that's when we talked about that hustle, that pressure that forces a guy to take a penalty.
The other thing, too, is that Arizona State has been kind of living dangerously all night because they have been getting away with things. Now, finally, they've been called on something, and it'll be interesting to see if anything changes here. Now, there's 9 minutes left to go in the hockey game, 8:59 to be exact, but I'm just kind of curious how that's going to affect them here moving forward. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, they might have felt that they can take some liberties, but
2 minutes for slashing. Time of that penalty, 11 minutes, 1 second in the third period. And it gives your Wildcats a home and transportation power play.
And Arizona will go to work setting it up here. Their first chance of the night. Hole up top. Moving it over Timor. Timor on the right half wall. Bottom of the circle. Feeds it back up to Hole. Hole lets it go. Save made. Rebound sitting in front. Here's Timor on it. They'll carry it behind the net. Around to the far side, Lowell letting it go up to that left side point, Cusinelli. He'll flatten the puck, sauce it across onto the right side, Timor. Timor fanned on the pass, and now a chance for ASU. They're going to rush this one up short-handed, looking to make something happen. Studioso, but he couldn't get in on goal.
Yeah, Matthew Hull with a great, just patient defensive play there on Studioso. Waits for him to try to make the move and allows the U of A to come right back down the ice on the rush.
On to the near side corner, and it'll be played up to the point, held in there. As Selman arriving, and he slides it across the blue line. It stays in, but U of A will carry it out. They're going to change up the personnel here. 49 seconds to go on the power play. 1-0 Arizona, 7:45 and counting left to go here in this third period. Meyer had his pocket picked, and now the puck chipped to center. A bit of a race developing here, and on the left side is Porter trying to put it in front. Nobody was there for it.
Yeah, Porter put a little bit of a preemptive body onto the U of A player to knock him off the puck. Kind of saw Jesse Lowell get flagged down for that earlier in the game. But on this power play chance, the U of A a little bit scrambly in their own zone at the moment.
Now they'll look to bring it in on the right wing side. Try it again. Here's Litwin, his shot, and that is gloved and held by Garber. And I actually don't mind that, and I'll tell you why. You generate an offensive zone draw, even though there's 11 seconds left in the power play. You at least get a chance to win it and set up a little bit here and slow things down, because you're right. The last minute or so of that power play was a little scrambly, little off, so now you give everybody a chance to reset with the whistle.
Yeah, Litwin there, another shot on net. It's been hard to count how many chances Litwin has really had over the course of this season. I got a feeling in the second half of this season, his score sheet's going to be looking a lot different than it does now.
He's got a motor on him, that's for sure. And right now it's tied up. Marshall pulls it out of the pile as you hear the time ticking down from the goal stick of Bovalsic. And the power play is over. Now we have Marshall who loses his helmet, so they blow the whistle. Marshall complaining about the way his bucket was removed.
I think it got ripped off of him last night as well, but the Marshall family never afraid to mix it up.
Definitely not.
No, got to talk to Bailey after the game yesterday, the brother of Dawson Marshall, and definitely a family that is a big supporter of this program, loyal to the core for the Marshall family. The faceoff's going to come out of the ASU zone here.
And the reason that is because it was Marshall's helmet coming off that drew the whistle.
And for the amount of excitement in this game, it's hard to believe there's only been one goal. We've had a lot of moments that have caused a lot of cheers from this crowd, but just only one of them has been a goal.
Well, right now the Wildcats would love to be able to put a buffer up there, but Arizona State with a chance. That one wide of the stick side of Bovalsic. After a big collision at the line, Marquis able to at least clear it out, but it's turned right back up by Kruk. He'll fire it in from center. Around it comes on to the near side. And Holt can't get it out. Now second effort, puck is out.
Marquis was looking to glove that one down and get on a break, just not able to catch it.
Here's a chip on the left side, and Hoffenkamp getting it in over the line. Arizona State trying to build some chance in front, swung across, puck towards the net, and is swept away by the D. Bovalsic got bailed out by his defenders there.
Yeah, Josephson, good job tying up his man and his stick to make sure he's in the right place to make a defensive play. We haven't seen the U of A forwards have to be that great defensively so far. But when it matters most, Josephson in the right space at the right time stops that backdoor chance.
Marshall feeding the point. Timor, wrist shot, missed low stick side. At the left point, that one is kept in by Hedgecock. Banked it off the end wall, and it almost snuck its way in front. Selman after it, left point, Hedgecock right back down the wall. Timor down for the right point to the half boards. He'll feed it into the corners. And now Arizona trying to set up the cycle a little bit. D to D to the left side. Hedgecock feeding it down low onto the left wing corner. A chance there is blocked. Orfanos couldn't get it through the tangle of sticks. And the puck is cleared into the Arizona State bench. We get a whistle. 5:20 to go in the third. 1-0. Wildcats in the lead.
And that shot selection there by Timor, he just tries to wrong foot Garber, go to the opposite side, almost finds it on the far post, but just sails wide. But the U of A, definitely with the better of the cycle game, able to utilize their defensemen on the point to set up their forwards to come down into the dots. Good chance there, but just, I think it was Orfanos had about 3 ASU players all around him.
Wildcats win the draw, but they're unable to maintain possession here. Flip towards the line, a bouncer just comes out.
Oh, there's a lot of almost right there.
An awful lot. McGrath with a shot, and Bavalsic out on the angle to handle that one. No problem.
Sure, Bavalsic's happy to get involved in the action once again. It's been a little while since he's seen a puck. And that's the one thing you always see with goalies, or, you know, maybe one thing you always get a little bit concerned about when they don't see a puck for a long time, if they're going to be able to snap right back into game mode. But Biv, a great veteran for this team, along with Churro, he's starting tonight on the back-to-back, and God, the U of A is just spoiled for goalies, and we will not complain about that.
Absolutely. It's a nice problem to have, as they say.
On a 2-on-1 developing here, possibly.
Here's Cusinelli in with a wrist shot. Save made. He once again tried to go 5-hole, and now we get a whistle. That was how Cusinelli scored his goal earlier, and he tried to go back to the well there, but this time Garber shut it down.
Not sure what the whistle was there. Did you see it?
The linesman is the one who put his hand up on that one to stop the play. I'm not entirely sure why.
Yeah, couldn't have. I thought maybe hand pass for a second, but it's going to stay in the ASU zone.
Not in the defensive zone, yeah.
Yeah. But U of A with another chance here off the face-off to get a little bit something going with 4:48 left.
Arizona State, meanwhile, with a stretch pass there, picked off by Fisher. He'll chip it into the right side. Oh, they whistle it offside to Johansson.
I think that's maybe the third offside we've had in about 2 nights. That was a close one.
That was a close one. Yeah, that, and you know, Johansson wants to hit the line with a little bit of speed. Fisher wants to get him the puck, but he hesitated just that little bit. And I think that was the difference on that play. And it's funny, you know what you want to do. Now the message has to go from your brain to your hands, and sometimes it takes a second to get there.
Well, and then if it's from brain to the feet, then you've got even a longer delay.
Right.
So, but good job here from the U of A to keep the pressure on. You take a 1-goal lead, but the last thing you want to do is sit back and let a team hang around. So the U of A wants to keep this in the ASU zone as long as they possibly can.
Arizona State trying to get something going offensively here. They had 1 goal last night, nothing so far tonight. 4:26 to go in this third period. Lowell looks over his shoulder, trying to leave it for Litwin. Litwin trying to wrestle it back, but unfortunately, oh wow, they clear right in front of their own net. Kind of an unusual move there. McGrath fired it right through his own goal crease.
Yeah, that was one of the more dangerous chances on Garber, but a good stop there from Biv. He has to come up huge, and another blocker save, punching it out of the danger zone. Biv.
Lusby over, cannot get to the puck in time. It ends up at the right point. Kowalchuk with a shot, and a diving block by Lusby, and now 1-on-1 up on the right side. Litwin carrying it in, try to drag it through, but nice job there just to stand him up by Kruk and force the shot to the corner.
And Lusby paying with the body there, blocks a shot and then gets a shove afterwards. Biv with another blocker save. They really seem to be trying to go high blocker on Biv. 3:30 left. They might not get many more chances.
Marquis trying to push his way back in. Getting help from Marshall and Marquis. Dawson Marshall behind the net. Left point, that puck is held in. Marshall chasing it, a roller around to the near side. Josephson after it. And Marquis helping out to keep it in. Hole over there as well. Dump back into that right side corner.
It looks like the good old 10, 11, 12 line getting a little time here together. whether it's just a matter of combinations or who was out there, but ASU is going to be forced to just dump this in for an icing. And ASU really doesn't seem to have a lot of confidence coming over the blue line. There's been a lot of dump-ins, a lot of, just plays in deep that just result in the U of A getting possession. Lackey's going to have a little conversation, it looks like.
Well, in talking yesterday with Chad Berman, the head coach of this Wildcats team, he said with Arizona State, they like the stretch pass a lot. And it's great when it hits, but the thing is, and we haven't seen a ton of icings off it, but now when you're a little tired, the legs aren't quite there, second game in 2 nights, you try the stretch pass, you might find yourself with some more face-offs in your own end.
Yeah, and they've looked more like just kind of errant, get it out more than stretch pass, but Clayton Lackey here with a big burst of speed. Good block there from Ben Jones.
Puck bouncing at the line and pushed out. Nice job by Lowell to stay on it. Lowell moving up, looking for a little bit of help. Leaves it off. Selman on the left side. Wrist shot and a save there. Rebound behind the net. Orfanos feeding it around to the right wing. Selman. Orfanos in that pile as well. And that is picked out of there and moved ahead by Plord. Plord will just chip it in, go after it himself. Hedgecote backhanding to the near side, and Timor looks to start the rush the other way. Trouble with the roller there. Has to feed it across. At center, Selman tried to dump it in. Didn't get it very deep, but at least enough for him to get a change.
Yeah, that dump in there from Plord, I think Hedgecote's going to take that as an easy night in the office every time. And this one will squirt right back into the ASU zone.
There's Marshall up there, and you're right. That line's getting a lot of time out there. Although right now Marshall is out there with Meyer and Johansson.
They might be double shifting Marshall just because he has had such a bee under his bonnet and had great legs so far in this game. He's getting a lot of ice time tonight.
Now 1:37 and counting to go here, and an icing call maybe. Oh no, Bavalsic decided to play it. The far referee had his arm up for the icing. We'll keep an eye on that Sun Devils net and see if Garber creeps out at any point.
Yeah,
right now the Sun Devils are set up.
Garber is about as far out as he can get without heading to the bench.
There
he
goes.
Going to call him over. Empty net for ASU.
And so now the Wildcats will try to clear. There's a shot through traffic. Pavalsik with a save, and he will absorb that one in the pads and hang on. 1:08 to go in the third. Arizona has a 1-0 lead on Arizona State. We might see a timeout here from the Sun Devils as they gather themselves and try to figure out how over the last 68 seconds they could try to tie this game up.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be where you pull out the whiteboard, look for a set-off play off the face-off, and this is where Coach Berman is going to be looking for his face-off man to either, if he cannot win it clean right away, tie up your opposing center. Make sure there is nothing clean coming out of that pile-up, because you've got 1 minute and 8 seconds left here to hold on to this lead. And in the dots, I will say, I think ASU has been the better face-off team tonight from what I've kind of seen. They've been able to win a decent amount of face-offs, and this is probably the most important one of the game. Minute and 8 seconds left. You got a 1-goal lead if you're the U of A. You've played a great 59 minutes of hockey, and now it will just be the question of if they get rewarded.
And for Arizona, you talk about defensively how you want to do this. I mean, a lot of sticks across the knees as the Arizona State players are coming back to the bench. Arizona, meanwhile, though, I mean, you've got a little bit of a tired bunch out there, but you can't over-pursue. You can't get yourself out of defensive position and get hasty just because there's an empty net at the other side of the ice.
Exactly, and I think, these players know who they're playing for. We've got here, on the boards in the U of A zone, alumni, family. These guys know they're playing for more than just themselves tonight. And with 1 minute and 8 seconds left, it's going to be up to them to show all the U of A faithful just what they're cheering for.
Face off to the right of the Wildcats net is one back, and Arizona, though, cannot clear. Sun Devils end up with the puck.
1 minute left in the third period.
Lackey pushed out to center and all over him right there. Shively, nice job to push him out. They have to come right back in. Arizona State looking to set it up on the far side. Puck in behind the net, rimmed around hard to the left point. Kowalchuk keeping it in, wrist shot, Pavalsik save, and he's able to hang on.
That was a shot through a lot of traffic, and Biv able to be in the right position at the right time to stop the ASU captain Kowalchuk shot from the point. And with 39.5 seconds left. That's one of the more dangerous opportunities we've seen from ASU in quite a while. A lot of bodies out in front, shot from the point, but a good job from Biv to fight through the traffic, get that one, no rebound. And it looks like the U of A is going to get a timeout here to try to pull out a whiteboard of their own and get those defensive assignments dialed in with 39.5 seconds left here in the third period. Definitely a different feeling from the game yesterday. The environment has still been wonderful, but you really haven't seen that pure animosity between these two teams. Maybe they got out of their system. Maybe they decided, hey, we're not going to risk giving up a game in this series because of undisciplined penalties. Whatever it's been, both teams have kept a lid on things to a certain extent so far this evening.
Even in a rivalry game, I feel like the score does dictate to a certain extent what you see out of that. And I think a scoreless game through 2.5 periods definitely dictated that both of these teams tried to mind their P's and Q's a little bit. In fact, the power plays that kind of went to Arizona State were all in the first half of the game, if you will. And so I felt like even U of A settled down after that, and knowing that it was such a tight game, hey, you just can't give up those chances.
You don't want to be the guy that goes to the box and has to watch from behind that glass, but we're going to get Kowalchuk here.
And he is forced at the line. Nice play by Lowell to block it out of the zone. Nice job to get right on that faceoff. And there's a nice little clear there, just enough by Jones to get it over the line. Pounded back in. Bavalsic can't catch up with 22 seconds to go. Sundevils trying to set it up. Time ticking down up to the left point. Kowalczyk feeds it over to the right side. A shot that saved Bavalsic looking behind himself, but he's got it.
That's always a scary moment when you see the goalie spin his head around and he just falls backwards, hoping it's on in the pads, and luckily it is. But ASU not going down without a fight. 6-on-5 here, continuously peppering Biv, but he has been up to the task.
Face off will be to the left of Bavalsic. And it is going to be Johansson in there. And he's going to tee it up on the backhand and try to sweep this to the corner. He loses the draw, but the puck hops towards the line. It's kept in. 6 seconds to go. Arizona State trying to hurry. They feed it into the slot. A shot goes up over top of the net, and that's it. The game's over.
And the U of A take the victory for a 3-1 lead in the Cactus Cup Series. Oh, and Lackey.
Here we go.
Lackey spears Ben Jones. And Selman's going to go at it now.
Oh. Well, you wondered where it was all game long.
Well,
here it is.
A referee's got to get over here and stop this. I mean, Selman gets absolutely tackled and takes a few shots to the head. ASU decides to leave all this till the end of the whistle, but all that matters is that the U of A comes out of this with a 1-0 win for a 3-1 lead in the season series.
I'll tell you what, it is a big win, and it's a shame that it was marred at the end like that. And boy, right away, coach is going right over to the referee about that spear that Jones absorbed, and I'm sure it's on the video.
Yeah, I know for a fact from our angle up here, we got it. He's going to double check in with Jones, make sure everything's still intact. But the fact that, I think that's going to spoil a little bit of this handshake line, stick tap line here, but
not entirely.
No, they're going to still be good sports.
Yeah, Lackey was already sent off down the tunnel, so I think that at least is a good idea. But wow, that was heavy duty.
Yeah, I think definitely not.
It's a dirty play.
Yeah,
it's a dirty play. Let's just call it what it is.
A spear is a special kind of hurt, and all you're trying to do is hurt a guy with that. But at the end of the day, it's going to be Biv getting the shutout, and a great win here for the Wildcats on a night where we're honoring Jeremy Goltz. He's got to be very happy. And knowing Jeremy and his personality, he probably had a couple choice words for Lackey at the end of the period, but at the end of the day, it's still a win for the U of A.
And that is exactly the point here, is that yesterday, okay, special teams wins the day. Couple power play goals, a shorthanded goal. Today, the Wildcats had to play a different brand of hockey. They had to win a close game against a tough rival with a lot of intensity, and they did it. They were able to hold on. They got the goal they needed, and then took care of things in their own zone. It's a different brand of hockey, but winning these close games is huge for this team.
Yeah, and I think, being able to win in this different of a style compared to yesterday really speaks to the complexity of this team and the way that they're able to win games in different ways. And we're going to have Matt Tiart down here on the ice for the post-game interview with Coach Berman and whichever player he decides to pull. But U of A is going to be very happy to see their efforts rewarded here tonight and come away with a 1-0 victory.
And Biv telling his mom, I will meet you over there, Mom. And then he'll come back and he will indeed be Matt's player interview.
Yeah, and I think Biv is very much deserving. Big shoes to step in for Churro after last night's performance. And Biv getting the spotlight here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Nolan Bavosic. Shutout tonight against Arizona State. Let's hear it for him. Bavosic, you were a brick wall, all the cliches about goalies. What did you see tonight, and how does it feel to beat Arizona State on home ice?
2-0 against them at home is pretty fucking good. Oh, excuse my language. It feels good defensively. We're real good tonight, but I think we got a lot more coming down the road.
Thanks, Bavosic. I'm here with Coach Chad Berman. Again, it's becoming a cliche. Undefeated here at home ice, this crazy crowd. To beat Arizona State 2-0 at home, what does that feel like?
I mean, that's 8 in a row for us. We're on a good roll. We had a really, really rough start to the season, and for us to start to get our legs under us, start to play the game the right way, and to see these guys get rewarded means everything to this team. I'm really proud of the way we've turned it around this first semester.
And this wasn't just about Arizona State, Arizona. Jeremy Goltz, his number's in the rafters forever now. It'll be moved over to the new building, alumni weekend. What has he meant to this program, and what is it like having alumni back this weekend?
There's a bunch of reasons to retire a jersey. Jeremy is an ambassador for hockey in the state of Arizona. There are very few people who have been as impactful on the game in this state, let alone Tucson, as Jeremy. Great player, big-time defenseman, big, tough defenseman who could score. A guy who coached here as well with Leo, and then to follow up, have a youth program. We've got players on our team from his youth program. And it's not just us. They're on NAU, they're on ASU, they're on Grand Canyon. I mean, that's somebody who's putting his money where his mouth is and trying to make the game better.
Yeah, and with the announcement this weekend, new facility we're moving in 2024, what are some goals you want to see in this crowd? How will that impact the program?
Pretty simple. I want to bring home a national championship.
Let's do it. Thanks, Coach. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, so as we wrap things up here, Nolan Bavosic, very excited.
Very excited.
Good thing we're on YouTube.
Very excited, yeah.
But deservedly so. I mean, that's a big game, a big win, a rivalry win. And again, Jeremy Goltz's number is retired tonight, and a great weekend overall. 2-0 against Arizona State is great. 9-0, Sebastian, on the season now for this Arizona hockey team at home.
I think this building brings something special out of this team. I think they kind of got their legs under them on the road early in the season, didn't get the results they wanted, were not playing to the level they expected of themselves. But when they walk through the doors of this Tucson arena, they know they've got to bring their best. And so far, every time we've seen them on home ice, they have.
They absolutely did tonight. And both teams, I think, brought their best tonight.
They did.
Very
that was
exciting
a very,
game.
I talked with Anthony Cusinelli. As much as he hates ASU on the ice, he will give them credit. That ASU program has continually gotten better year over year. The parity has gotten there between these two programs, and that gives us a chance to watch amazing rivalry games like this.
Absolutely. And tonight, the only goal of the game, Anthony Cusinelli from Max Meyer at 4:48 of the third period. Nolan Bavosic with the shutout. 1-0. Arizona beats Arizona State. So, Sebastian, why don't you wrap it up tonight?
All right, well, thanks so much for everyone tuning in. Who better to get the goal than Captain Coos? And we'll hopefully see you back here next time on the U of A YouTube Hockey Channel.
Thank you for watching University of Arizona Wildcats Hockey. Visit our website at ArizonaWildcatHockey.org, and we'll see you at the Tucson Arena for the next Arizona Wildcats home game.